Alright guys, and welcome to Gremlins 2, the new batch. This is a game that I have played many times before, and I've always deleted every single playthrough of it. You gotta understand, my history on YouTube has been very turbulent, but I am gonna keep this one up, so I gotta beat it again, because I need to show off this time. I hope I'm going to show off this time. Kind of like Super Mario Land 2, I'm hoping this is just the absolute domination run. Make sure the music's coming through good. It's because I only have one earbud in. I couldn't hear the other half of the soundtrack. And I was like, oh no! It sounds like shit! Like I said before, I do own every game that I play. I bought this game the second I got a Game Boy Advance. It may not be the best game of all time, but it's definitely worth a playthrough. If you've never... It's got like a weird difficulty spike where like first couple levels are kind of a joke and then it just turns into a nightmare. There's only 4 levels, if I remember correctly. And the 4th one is just brutal. And these are the same guys who made Blaster Master, man. You gotta remember that. This is Sunsoft, and they also made the Batman game for the Nintendo, which that is actually a good game. Pencil's your weapon. Music notes are good for not only showing off. Not only is it good for enemies, but it's also really good for the bats. The bats will not bug you if you have a music note. They hate the music and they stay away from you. So if you're having trouble in a level with bats and you can hold onto a music note, you can see they will avoid you like the Black Plague. Wow, that was not good. You don't want to fight her. She's really difficult to deal with. I usually head this route over the other one because there's a heart over here we can collect for really not much of any investment. By the way, when a bat zone, really glad that rat pathed right into me. I really enjoyed that. Oh my goodness, the flexing gone wrong. I'm getting clowned right now. So yeah, the bats will dart towards you after a couple of seconds of zoning in on you, so be careful of that. Later in the game, the gremlins that you're fighting will... The gremlins you're fighting will start jumping in response to you. They react to everything you're doing, so it's very important to get used to killing them as they currently are, because you're going to be doing a lot of that later anyway. Alright, let's see how we do against the first boss. Usually you can just literally step in and clown this dude way before he would kill you. Oh, you gotta lock him into the animation, that's right. There's a certain attack pattern with him. I was remembering it right off the top of my head. Can I get this? You gotta average 10 a second, this is rough. Ooh! Barely, but we got it, baby. I'm glad you guys will get to hear that through the mic. Me absolutely violating my controller. I don't play on a keyboard, by the way. I use an Xbox controller. I'm not an animal. I would never in a million years play a video game with a keyboard. Unless it was absolutely necessary. That's just a personal preference. Because I know there's going to be a lot of people who are like, man, you know, I can't play a game without a keyboard. Well, more power to you. I am absolutely awful with keyboard controls. Like, I play Warframe with a gamepad. I play everything on Steam through a pad, but I'm assuming that's kind of not really in the minority. I think a lot of people play Steam games with gamepads, but as far as, like, I've heard people say that first-person shooters are way better with mouse and keyboard, and I just never saw it that way. I think there's an argument to be made, but just because it's more effective for people who are good with it doesn't mean that, like, if Jimmy and Bob, let's just use them, these two as an example, if Jimmy's good at a keyboard, but Bob's good at a controller, and Bob's ceiling in the game may be a bit lower because he won't play on a mouse and keyboard, but I don't think it's pertinent. Well, I just totally... Well, I was gonna say I dicked myself, and then they killed themselves. That's kind of why you want to go over there, because of that, but it's kind of one of those hearts in this game that's very hard to collect. Because, see, here's the deal with these springs. You have to get the animation of yourself jumping before you correct your jump, or you just literally don't correct your jump. Oh, get her away from me! She is obnoxious. Oh, good, we took a hit. I like that. Really flexing my muscles right now. Holy! I am getting clowned! Did somebody improve the hitbox? Either that or I'm just that bad. Holy sh... I don't ever remember the bats being this aggressive. But then again, as we can tell this run, I thought I was going to be way more polished at this. And it turns out I'm getting clapped. The pattern will mix up. Towards the end, the first bat you'll see will actually land on the ground anyway. Like right now, I think it's this one. Oh, nope. It's this one then. This first bat's going to land on the ground too. Yep. That's game. Should be. Oh! Getting aggro on me, huh? Got him. Not bad. Not bad. I'm not flexing per se, but I'm not playing badly either. As long as we're making progress, that's all that matters. We're already on stage 3. I think there's only 2 more or 1 more after this, actually, to be honest with you. With one of my favorite video game soundtracks of all time. Very underrated. I'm telling you, those springs look easy, but once you try them out, they are far from. I think this is the first level where these guys will jump with you. We're gonna lose this box, by the way. Through no fault of our own, by the way. I'm trying to think if there's a way to keep it. Wow, I don't think I've ever kept it beyond that part. Oh, and then I lost it. Oh! That guy's like a guaranteed hit. And then the spikes. Yep, there he is. Oh boy. We're getting clowned by the hit detection. Just lure this idiot over here and just watch him kill himself. That jump is really hard, by the way. It doesn't look that way, but after you fart around a bit, you're gonna realize that basically what I'm doing there, I need this. It will be quintessential this next part. So basically what I'm doing there is I'm not fully jumping, but you have to jump enough. Oh, this part is so hard. Oh, no. And it's going to take us back through again. Holy cow. That's the best I've ever done on that. And that is through years of playing this. Now if I can just kill this guy, we'll actually be able to make something of this run. Is he gonna jump at me? No, he's not. This one will, though. Right? No, or he'll just be a base gremlin, too. Oh, no, no, no. We don't want to go that way. That guy will utterly give it to us, and not in the fun way either. He's got the kind of loving you don't want. There's 2 spikes. Be careful there. The thing that's funny about these guys is if you get good at it, which obviously I just totally clowned out right there, you can actually get them stuck in an animation. I can actually kill this guy, I think, without getting hit. Okay, we got him this time. Now there won't be any need to be super cautious. We're still going to want to be. That's what I was afraid of. Those frames are very hard to avoid. Good, right at me. Oh, wait, I thought I was dead already! How'd they do the whole stage over again? Yep, okay. So, as far as flexing is concerned, that didn't happen this part, but here's what I'm going to do. I'll get to the boss, and then we'll pick up on the next part, right where that boss fight is, and we will try and correct our issue there. I actually thought I was dead, or I wouldn't have just stood there, because I had no hearts left, but I didn't know the game gave you a free hit there. Yikes. Looks like this is just going as swell as I thought it would. But thank you guys so much for watching, no matter where you are, no matter what time it is. Hope you're having a good one. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good morning, have a good lunch, have a good dinner, have a good breakfast, have a good brunch, everything in between. Have a good lift, whatever you're doing. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later.